Hello everyone, my name is Nick and I'm one of the lead techs at Integrated Systems Research Corporation, or ISR. We're a manufacturer and distributor of GPS devices for fleets. Today, I'd like to go over the steps for installing our base model SPM 1000 and more high-end model SPM 4000 fleet tracking devices in your vehicle. Parts: SPM unit, which come in both the SPM 1000 and SPM 4000 versions. Mobile Data Terminal Professional, or MDT. GPS antenna. Communication antenna. MDT cable, which come in both the SPM 1000 and SPM 4000 versions. Fuses and fuse holders. Crimping tool. Wire cutters or strippers. Butt splices. Digital volt or multimeter. Screwdriver. Cable ties and ring terminals. Here are the steps for installing the device. Location. Choosing a proper location to mount your device is a very important step. You'll want to install the device in a location where you have access to the vehicle's power source, does not impede driver or passenger comfort, and is away from any vents to prevent condensation or water damage. Mounting. After you've chosen a location, you will then need to mount the unit. Secure the unit housing using screws on the sides of the device. Power. Connect the unit directly to the vehicle's power source using the attached red, black, and yellow power cable of the unit. The red wire should be connected directly to the vehicle's 12 to 24 volt power source. The black wire should be connected to ground, and the yellow wire should be connected to the ignition wire of the vehicle. This connection will ensure that the device is always on or hot, and that the unit is able to detect the ignition status of the vehicle. Antennas. Plug the GPS antenna into the smaller SMA antenna connector of the SPM unit. Adhere the magnetic surface of the antenna to the roof of the vehicle so that it gets a clear view of the sky, making sure to keep the cables out of the way so they don't obstruct the driver or passengers. Alternately, you may place the GPS antenna in the dash, but beware, doing so may decrease the quality of the reception. Screw the communication antenna into the larger mini UHF antenna connector and fix the surface of the antenna to the front window of the vehicle. Confirmation. Use the MDT Pro to confirm that the unit has power, is connected properly, and receiving adequate GPS and cellular signals. Plug the MDT cable into the far left RJ45 port at the back of the MDT. Next, plug the DB9 or 8-pin Molex connector into the RS232 port of the SPM. From the opening screen, press and hold the 0 button to make it to the diagnostic screen. On the diagnostic screen, you will see information related to the unit and its connection to the carrier. The low or local time, followed by the latitude and longitude of the current location. The BIOS, followed by the serial number of the SPM unit. The IP address. The software name and version. The RSSI or Receive Signal Strength Indicator, followed by REG in parentheses. The IMSI, EID, or ESN, which are known as the modem serial number, as well as the satellites. The screen displayed is what you will see if everything is working properly. If your screen does not look like this, you will need to troubleshoot. Another way to confirm that the device is coming up properly is to track the device using the tracking software from our website. Open your internet browser and type in www.isrtracking.com. Input the login information for your account to log in. On this screen, to the left, you will see your units listed by their current track name, which during the initial installation is usually the serial number. If the circle next to the track name is green, then you know that the unit is coming up properly. You can also hit the plus sign next to the circle, then the GPS button to view the signal strength in satellites. However, if the circle next to the track name is gray, the unit is not communicating properly and you will need to troubleshoot. Troubleshooting. Potential cellular problems. If you are not seeing the word REG in parentheses on the right hand portion of the third line of the display next to the RSSI, your unit is not properly connecting to the cellular network. If the unit is not connecting, keep an eye on the second line to the right of the screen for any error messages. If the IMSI, EID, or ESN in the lower left corner of the MDT screen does not give you a long alphanumeric or numeric code, but is blank, there is a problem with the modem's connection to the SPM's main board. It can mean one of three things. First, a bad modem. Next, a bad modem controller board. Or lastly, the modem connector cable to the main board is disconnected or defective. If you don't see IMSI, EID, or ESN in the lower left corner, then the SPM has lost its identification of its internal device. If there are no errors to speak of, the unit could simply be in a bad area. However, if the RSSI is stuck at -113 or lower, there is a problem with the cellular antenna. Either it is disconnected or malfunctioning. Potential GPS problems. If you are failing to get a position to show up on the top line of the diagnostic screen and are seeing stat any number, try disconnecting the GPS antenna. If it then reads stat antenna, the GPS board inside is still good. However, if removal of the antenna fails to produce that message, there is a problem with the GPS board. If you are getting stat antenna even with the antenna attached, there is a malfunction in the GPS antenna. With any of the above conditions, or if the unit displays the initial force text screen constantly, test the persistence of the issue by powering the SPM down for a minute and bringing it back up. Please call our hardware support line at 410-536-9989 extension 3 if you need any additional assistance. Closing. Please recheck the following before closing the installation. SPM is secured firmly to the place of installation. SPM is not facing an air conditioning or heating vent. Power cables are secured in place. Fuse holder is available for service purposes. Antenna cables are in place and antenna connectors are secured tightly. DB9 connector is available to plug the MDT in for possible future diagnostics. GPS antenna is not covered by any object. Power source to SPM is stable in producing 12 to 24 volts DC whether engine is on or off. Plug MDT into the SPM and check to ensure the unit acquires position and registration. After checking these items, you are ready to close the installation. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.